The one thing I hear people say is, oh, I want to wear my wig without glue, but what about the sides, the ear tab area? How do I get that to lay flat without any glue? So today's video, I'm going to show you how I achieved this glueless wig install that is not glued down and also laid down the ear tab areas. If you want to see that, just keep on watching. Alright, let's jump right in. So the wig in today's video comes from Ronnie Hair. It will be linked below in the description box. This wig is the perfect style for a glueless wig application. It is a short bob. This is in a dark brown color, and of course you can probably get it in a black if you need it. So this is a 13x6 lace cap. You do not need to glue this wig down, honey, to get it to look amazing. It's the perfect length and it's also the perfect density. This is 150% density and it's very lightweight. So if you're looking for a great everyday wig, I think this wig will be great in your collection. As you can see, the hairline looks amazing. You don't need to do anything to it. And of course, you probably do need to bleach the knots on this wig unless yours come with bleach knots. Mine did not. To hide the knots, I'm going to use the Perfect Line Swiss. Now, I just did a video on how to hide the grits on your lace. So if you don't want your lace to be visible, go check out yesterday's video. It's going to be very informative on what you can use. So this right here is actually going to cover up the knots at the parting. And I like this product because it's so convenient. The amount you get is good enough for at least one wig, maybe two, just depending on how much you use. I'm just using it right now for the parting area. And this is going to help me where I don't need to bleach the knots on the wig to cover them. So I got mine in the color tan, but it does come in several different colors. Anytime I'm doing a glueless wig install, I want to make sure that the wig is laid and slayed and styled before I apply it to my head, because once I go to put it on, I want to make sure that I don't have to do any work to it. So as you can see, I'm taking my hot comb and pushing that hairline back, laying down the flyaways at the top, and this hairline is absolutely gorgeous on this wig. The Perfect Line Swiss did help with the knots at the parting, so you don't see the knots and now just look like parting. Not creating any curls today, so I'm going to take my T3 straightener brush and knock out any kinks from the hair just sitting in a box and just straighten it out a little bit. This brush is actually really good. It's one of my favorites so far that I've used. I will also put this down in the description box for you all. It will be linked in my Amazon favorites. That's where you can find every product that I use. Every tool will be linked in that link so that you can see everything and have access to everything if you want it. All right, let's move into the wig application. I'm going to go ahead and adjust the straps on the back of the wig to make it very snug so that I can get a secure fit with the wig. So this is what I like to do with mine. And then I'm going to place the wig on my head. And as you can see already, nothing needs to be glued. It lays so flat. However, I did need to go back and cut away that part of the ear tab area because it's on my ear and I definitely don't want that. So I'm just removing that piece. So a lot of times this is the time where people be like, well, the sides are lifting even though the top part of my wig is laying flat. So what can I do about it? How can I fix that? And I think the best thing, you guys, is one, to make sure that you either utilize those combs or you can use the adjustable strap. If the adjustable strap in the back is tight, it's going to lay it down sometimes flat. I've showed you guys different methods as far as hair mousse. I don't think a lot of people use that, but hair mousse definitely will help. However, today I want to show you something that one of my lovely viewers shared with me, and I got to give all credit to her because I seen it on my community tab and I just like, wow, that's a great idea. So let's try it out. So that's what we're going to do today to lay down this area here. Remembered that I had this, so she recommended using some of the tape, like the boho tape or the Wig Adhesive Tape. Now this one right here is the No Shine Walker tape. This is the only one I have on hand. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just cut this because I'm not going to use this big piece. I don't feel like if you don't want to glue wig install, you don't want to glue wig install. So I'm taking just a very small piece and cutting it in half. I want just enough to use on the area to lay it down. Now my first thought was, if I use too much, it's going to, you know, create like a lot of residue on my hair. So I made sure to cut it thin enough where it just is touching like the front edge of my hairline. And I'm going to press this. You can clean this area with a little bit of soap and water if you have, you know, oily skin, to make sure that it sticks properly. So I'm just placing that just like so. And then I'm going to put the other piece right there on the other side. And you guys, I like this. I think this is actually a great idea, just because it's so simple and you don't need skills to do this. It's very simple. So I'm just removing the paper off of there. You want to make sure you don't put your fingers too much on that adhesive because it'll cause it not to stick properly. So I'm going to take like the back of a comb and just press it. And look at that. Instantly, the ear tab areas are laying flat. They are flat, honey. Okay, and it just matches now with the other parts of the lace, like on the forehead. So I think this again is a great tip. I found it very useful. You can use whatever tape that you may have. However, I don't find the need to get anything that's waterproof or anything like that unless you plan on wearing your wig for a longer period of time. But normally, if you are wearing a glueless wig install, it's usually daily. So all right, so now for the hairline knots, the knots that are around the hairline, also for the color of the lace. The color of the lace is a bit light, so I am tinting it with a little bit of lace tint. And then I'm just going to use some foundation powder to cover up the hairline knots, because you can't put the perfect line Swiss on the hairline. It's going to mess with you. I mean, you probably could if you're going glueless, but if you are gluing it down, you don't want it to mess with the install. So as you can see, I'm just taking my foundation powder and covering up those knots and blending everything there. In this wig will be linked below in the description box. I thank you guys so much for continuing to support my channel. Be sure to thumbs up the video, share it, and also leave me a comment and tell me if this tip was helpful for you for today. And also be sure to check out my previous videos. I have several videos a week that I upload that have so many different tips for installing your wig, and you could take those tips and it'll probably save you some money on wig installations. Okay, so everything that I used in today's video will be linked below in the description box. Be sure to check below the video, and also be sure to check the Amazon storefront where it has all the products, tools, blow dryers, everything I use for my wig installs in that link. Again, thank you guys so much, and I will see you back in my next video. Mwah.